YouTube. We're doing a little bit different compared to what we did on Twitch and Spotify. I'm sorry. I don't know. Just I've just been too relaxed and not being like focused on things. So I apologize. And I just did the live Twitch and did the podcast. So just did that. Normally I would do all three at the same time, but having problems with the internet here. The power like went out, then it's got back on, then but the internet hasn't. Well, at least for this area. So, what more can I do? Um, let's just talk about the matches right quick. This is just gonna be a quick one. Before I go ahead and go rest up and all that good stuff. SummerSlam Battle Royal. Um, as y'all probably saw like a while ago from SmackDown, 25 men and split up between SmackDown and Raw. So some of the participants that came out, it was just very interesting. So it was pretty cool that they did that between the Sheamus and LA Knight's match. LA Knight has more of the momentum, so I'm thinking I think somehow, some way that he probably will end up winning this match. I won't be surprised if it's somebody else, but they're kind of building him up and having him have like a big moment. So we will see. MMA rules match: Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. As I was saying on the podcast, like what they're gonna allow to do in this match. So it's like, what are they? Are they gonna actually like go, at it or do some things? So like what they did with SummerSlam. I think it was '98, I believe, when Ken Shamrock fought Owen Hart in the like a dungeon match or something like that. It was kind of like almost close to how like the UFC was, and they did it that way. So this should be something interesting. I say Shayna Baszler is going to win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ronda Rousey wins it either. So I'm gonna go with Shayna though. Ricochet versus Logan Paul. These two been at it since the Royal Rumble, and although Logan Paul is an up and comer, he's pretty good being a wrestler at this stage, and he's like in his late 20s right now. Like I think it was, like I said, like 26, 27 or something like that. So, and Ricochet is awesome too. So, not gonna say his age because I don't know. But anyway, both could tend to be like high flyers, and saw a lot of stuff Logan Paul can do when he was with the Miz and WrestleMania last year, from all the way through now, and it's just been good. Ricochet needs like a push, so I'm going with him to win it, but I won't be surprised if Logan Paul wins it, because the thing is like Logan Paul is like a little bit on the losing streak. I think he lost at WrestleMania, and I think that's the last time he fought. And so yeah, both of these guys are desperate for a win, and Ricochet is definitely needed for a push. So I'm going with Ricochet, but I won't be surprised if I'm wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Intercontinental Championship: Gunter versus Drew McIntyre. What I said on the podcast is like, they've been feuding for the Intercontinental Championship with WrestleMania. They had Sheamus that was in there in the triple threat match, and now both Gunter and Drew McIntyre are on Raw, and Drew had returned and kind of challenged Gunter for it. So Gunter sets it up to happen at SummerSlam, and here we are. Um, for WWE and concerned about, trying to break records and stuff like that, I would not be surprised if Gunter does retain. But I won't be surprised if Drew wins it. But I'm going with Gunter on this one. WWE Women's Championship Triple Threat match: Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. Um, Charlotte returned, tried to challenge Asuka after she beat Bianca Belair. That got messed up, and Asuka and Bianca was going against each other for the title. That got messed up too. It was just all crazy enough. And also, don't forget, Io Sky does have the Money in the Bank briefcase, so it's possible she could cash it in. Who knows? So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh beat him. Ouch. Um. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Asuka to win it, but get cashed on by Io Sky. So Io Sky will end up probably walking out as champion. World Heavyweight Championship match. You got Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor. Don't forget you got Judgment Day out there, and this is a rematch from their previous match at Money in the Bank. So you're just thinking like, who should win it? Should they give it night back to Finn from only holding the Universal title for like 24 hours, or retain it with Seth Rollins and have him go longer and make the World Heavyweight Championship meaning for something? But don't forget Judgment Day will be out there, so it could be some interference. If that doesn't succeed, like if Seth Rollins wins, you got Damian Priest with the briefcase and could, cash it in if he wanted to. So just watch out for that if it happens. But I take Seth Rollins to retain. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. As I was saying on the podcast, that this is a feud with no storyline. It's just like they just constantly attack each other, and we still don't know why Brock Lesnar decided to attack Cody Rhodes the day after WrestleMania. And it's just like still picturing it. They still didn't mention like why. So it's kind of crazy. But Cody Rhodes won at Backlash. Brock Lesnar won at Night of Champions. And now this is the rubber match. So Cody Rhodes just came off of a win from beating Dominic at Money in the Bank. And Brock Lesnar, of course, came from the win from Night of Champions beating Cody Rhodes. So I think I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes to win this match and move on to the next chapter and maybe feud with somebody. Maybe he'll get a World Heavyweight Championship match, or somebody surprisingly may come and maybe attack him after the match. Who knows? But there will be some surprises at SummerSlam, so just watch out for that. So it'll be interesting, like who's going to make surprises. Some of them probably make their surprises in the Battle Royal or in certain matches. But before we end it, we got the tribal combat for the undisputed WWE Universal title. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. So, the split with the Usos and Roman Reigns and Solo. It was bound to happen. And ever since, after WrestleMania, it was just bound to happen, and it did. Usos came out with a fresh win from the last pay-per-view of Money in the Bank. And Jey Uso pinned Roman Reigns. So, Roman Reigns and Solo both attacked Jimmy, so he's out. And now it's Jey on his own and challenged Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I would be so happy if Jay would won this, but I don't think it's going to go that way. I think Roman Reigns is going to retain. If Jay Uso end up winning it, it would be the biggest pop of the night. But some odd reason I think Roman Reigns is end up going to win it. So yeah. Well, that is it for the matches and stuff. So if they added something at the last minute, we know we were supposed to have Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus, but they ain't gonna have that on the pay per view unless they're gonna add it in the last minute. But they were saying that they weren't gonna add it because they ain't gonna have much time. It's SummerSlam. You go longer. You can add that in there if you wanted to. I don't know. I just think they should, try to do something different for once and like try to add like certain matches. But that's just me. You got the pre-show. You're gonna have like a 1 hour pre-show. Use that. Although it's gonna suck like some of the matches gonna be on the pre-show, but you want to make the card like good, so why not? Um, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. Um, thank our sponsors. Well, sponsor, I should say. So we want to thank Art from the Heart. If you want to like, if you're interested in a drawing, like something animated or something from the comics, Mike will be the one to do it. So check out Art from the Heart from on YouTube. And please like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Trying to grow more subscribers like every day, and we can maybe do more lives or do something different. So yeah, who knows? But don't forget to follow us on Twitch. Subscribe and follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. So check that out. And subscribe on here and stuff like that. We need more people, so can't do it without y'all. So thank y'all for watching. Until the next video, which will be Sunday, it'll be a quick one just like this, talking about the results of SummerSlam matches. And if you're on Spotify and stuff, look for Wrestling Fans Speak Out, because on Tuesday, I'm going to talk about my trip here in Detroit. And just talk about, SummerSlam and the things I did and who I met and all that good stuff. So, should be interesting. So, like I said, until the next video, you guys have a good one. And hopefully y'all do enjoy SummerSlam. I hope it'll be enjoyable for you. So, if it ain't, then you blame WWE. So, so see you later.